Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So friends, today in this video I'm going to share with you what are the schools and sub-schools of the Hindu law. Earlier we has already discussed about the sources of Hindu law. If you have not seen that video, the link of which is on the bell icon, you can see and also see the playlist of Hindu law where all the videos regarding Hindu law are available there. So firstly today, if we see what are the schools and sub-schools of Hindu law. So basically Hindu law was applied to the whole of the India, but it is subsequently divided into the two parts, main heads, that is Mitakshara and Dayabhaga. The schools of Hindu law came into being and difference of commentaries appeared to interpret the Smritis with reference to the different and local customs in different parts of India. With one of the example of case law, in the case of Ruchipatti versus Rajendra, it has been observed by the Privy Council Supreme Court that the different local customs prevailed in the different provisions of India. The commentaries of the Smritis could not be ignored the local custom and usages, so that's for the need of the schools of Hindu law arises. So basically what are the schools of Hindu law? We have discussed that there are two main schools, Mitakshara and Dayabhaga. So basically the latter which prevails in Bengal, and the former prevails in the other parts of India. Mitakshara is a running commentary on the code of Yajnavalkya and was written by the Vijneshwara, while then in the later part of the 11th century. While the Dayabhaga is not a commentary on any one case, but it purports to be a digest of all the codes and which was written by the Jimmu Tuahana. The Mitakshara is of supreme authority throughout the India except in Bengal, and the Dayabhaga is of supreme authority only in Bengal. But even in Bengal, the Mitakshara is still regarded as a very high authority on all the questions in respect of which there is a conflict between it and Dayabhaga. The Dayabhaga has permitted the women to let in the co-parcenary, whereas the Mitakshara has discarded the very notion. The Dayabhaga is a very more dynamic and is definitely an improvement upon the Mitakshara. So Mitakshara school has also been subdivided into various different parts such as Banaras school, Mithila school, Dravida or Madras school, Bombay or Maharashtra school, and lastly Punjab school. So let's we shortly discussed about these sub-schools. If we say about the Banaras school, excepting in Mithila and the Punjab, this school prevails in the whole of northern India including the Odisha. Second is Mithila school. Mithila school prevails in Tirihut and North Bihar. Of course, the Mitakshara is the law of this school except in a few matters, but it was observed by the Privy Council that the law of the Mithila school is the law of the Mitakshara except in a few matters in respect of which the law of Mithila school has departed from the law of Mitakshara. Next is, third is Dravida or Madras school. The whole of the Madras state is governed by the Madras school of Hindu law, and this school was one of the subdivided into a Tamil and a Karnataka and an Andhra school, for which however there was no justifications. Next is Bombay or Maharashtra school. The Bombay or Maharashtra school of Hindu law prevails in almost the whole of the state of Bombay, including the Gujarat, Kannada and the parts where the Madras language is, Marathi language is spoke as the local language. The last sub-school of Mitakshara is Punjab school, which prevails in the part of the country which is called the East Punjab. So this school is chiefly governed by on the basis of customs that is followed in East Punjab. Next main school is Dayabhaga. Dayabhaga school prevails in West Bengal as well as in Assam, with some variances based on the authority of customs. Dayabhaga basically written by Jimmu Tuahana, and according to Dr. Jolie, it is one of the most striking compositions in the whole department of jurisprudence. According to Maine, Dayabhaga was written in the 30th century, that is about about 3rd century later than the Mitakshara. So still I know there is some confusion in your mind as to how we can differentiate about the Mitakshara and Dayabhaga. Because generally we see what are the schools and sub-schools, but if we want to make a difference in both of them, so the basic difference in both of them are, firstly, first difference we see regarding what about the right to property says. So the right to property in the Mitakshara arises by birth of the claimant. who claims that I am entitled for the schools of Hindu law. So hence we can say the son is a co-owner with the father in ancestral property in Mitakshara case. However, in Dayabhaga, right to property arises by the death of the last owner. Hence, son has no right to ancestral property during the father's lifetime. This the Dayabhaga school says. Second difference is in Mitakshara, father has a restricted power of alienation and a son can claim partition even against the father. However, in Dayabhaga, about this right, father has absolute power of alienation and son cannot claim partition or even maintenance from the father in Dayabhaga. Third main difference regarding is the interest of a member of the joint family would on his death pass to the other members by survivorship. However, in Dayabhaga, the interest of every would on his death pass by inheritance to his heirs like widow or daughter. So these are the basically three differences in the Mitakshara Dayabhaga.